Well, hey everybody, this is Donna from 11th Element and reaching out to some of our customers, just kind of touch base and see how everybody's doing and really just share some testimonials with you. So if you haven't been to our location before, maybe through them, you'll be able to kind of experience it a little bit and know what you're going to get when you walk in our door. So today we're talking with Jen. So hi Jen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We are well, thanks. So thanks for joining me. And first, how are you doing today?
I'm very well. Not as good as I was when I could visit your salon or your
There
spa.
we go. There you go. So yeah, we're all still on lockdown, and I wanted to reach out and just kind of get your thoughts on what you thought when you came to 11th Element for the first time, and then what your experience was.
The first time I was there, it was a visit to kind of explore and see what it was all about. And I can tell you that immediately when I walked in, the environment and the staff made me feel immediately relaxed and as if it were somewhere I truly wanted to be and come back and make an appointment to
Oh,
experience the services.
well, great. Well, I appreciate that very much. And let's just go right into it. Let's go ahead and just talk about your experiences in you and your husband Jens came to the spa together, and you experienced two different services. So why don't you go ahead and talk about those a little bit and let us know how you felt during that, and what your experience was after.
I went into the salt room, and my husband had an appointment in the salt tank. As I understand, I've never done the salt tank, but two very different experiences. I can speak to mine more directly. So I was in the salt room, and you sit in a chair, and salt is piped into the room. Meanwhile, you're surrounded by what are salt blocks with light. So there's this ambiance there that creates an environment of relaxation, and you sit there and the salt comes in, and it took me a minute to realize, oh, I can taste that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I can feel that on my skin. And it's a pleasant experience. I wouldn't have thought that, but it's quite a pleasant experience. And I think I was in there for 45 minutes, maybe an hour.
40 minutes.
How much?
40 minutes.
Yeah, right. It felt like longer because in the best way.
Yes. Can I ask you, was there a reason why you chose to go into the salt room?
I wasn't sure if the salt tank was for me, and yeah, I mean, that's mostly why. I wasn't sure if the salt tank would be something for me. So
Okay.
I wanted to experience the benefits of salt, so I knew that I could sit in a room with salt.
Yes.
So then after the 40 minutes, left the room and waited for my husband to finish his experience in the salt tank. And I felt relaxed. I felt like the work week was behind me. My husband came out, and I can tell you, we've been together for 10 years. I have never seen him look as relaxed as I have when he walked out of that tank. And I said to him, how you feeling? I don't even know that he could form a sentence. It was great. And I drove home because I wasn't sure that he could. He was so relaxed. The next day, I woke up, and for the first time in 2 years, I did not have any sinus issues. I always have a runny nose and a sore throat in the morning. And for the first time, literally in 2 years, I did not have those symptoms.
Wow.
And my husband was still relaxed, not quite as relaxed as he was the night before, but we had the most enjoyable weekend because of his mood and my ability to breathe better.
Oh, that's really wonderful. And your husband hasn't done these before either, yeah? So, right? It was his first time?
It was the first time for my husband, and he had some back pain and just some muscle ache. He works out a lot, and that was gone. It had dissipated. He felt amazing.
Incredible. And it's probably the 900 pounds Epsom salt that he's, soaking in helps kind of take that away. So great. Well, would you give suggestions or like final thoughts to anybody that's kind of thinking about coming in for doing one of the services? What would you say?
I would say try it. And if you have any anxiety, if you have any questions, I know from experience, I had a lot of questions. I'm naturally curious, and I was nervous about maybe doing the salt tank, but I would definitely do that. Having seen the benefits of my husband, And if you have questions, go in and just ask and get information. They will take the time to show you around, to answer any questions you have, to make you feel right at home. But there's no pressure. Just want you to make the decision that's right for you. And then I just say, do it.
There you go. Well, thank you. I appreciate your comments, and we always like to hear what the customers have to say. So that way, if we need to improve something or change something, that's how we know. So thank you for the kind words, and we look forward to having you and Jens back in when we're allowed to get together once more.
Well, we will definitely see you when that time comes, and thank you.
All right. Thanks, Jennifer.
Bye.